Okay, so you might recognize this outfit if you watched the last vlog that I did. I was wearing this, I was about to do my makeup, and I don't know, something just kind of like is tugging on me to do a separate video. So this is its own video. Welcome, my name is Steph Corder. I am a lifestyle creator. I share fitness. I have a fitness business, Fit by Steph. I take on one-on-one clients, and lately I've just been sharing a whole lot of my life. So this video is going to be a get ready with me, and I'm going to chat with you about something that has been tugging at me, which is sharing more about my faith. So let's get started. I've got like 20 minutes to get ready, so not going to be a crazy get ready with me, but enough time. So I'm going to start with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Man, I love this thing. Everything that I use will be linked below, and in my Amazon storefront. I like expensive makeup, but I also think that a lot of drugstore makeup is really, really good nowadays, and there's no need to spend a ton of money on makeup that's like super expensive. So, Power Grip Primer. I'm gonna try out this Soft Glam. I think this e.l.f. is like, should just, you know, work with me, because most of the things I'm using today is e.l.f. But I'm going to use the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. This just came out. And I picked out 2 shades. Only one came in the mail, so we're going to go with medium warm. And see, worst case, it's too warm, and then I can lighten it up. We'll make it work. So, but yeah, so I have been a Christian for a long time now. Like 6 or 7 years, something like that. And I say things like faith it till you make it at the end of my videos, and faith and training by Steph, Fit by Steph, my fitness business and stuff. But I don't know that I like really share as much as like I feel like I could. So I'm gonna shake this up. In the last vlog, if you watched it, I was doing my morning Bible study. I've been trying to read the Bible more. And here goes nothing. Let's see who's... looks like it'll work. I'm going to do a little tiny amount. Nothing crazy. I just have that one video call. And then nothing else. I love that it's got the squeeze. That's awesome. Okay. And yeah, like I just have been feeling like the call to... this is another e.l.f. This is a dual-ended foundation brush, linked below. I've been feeling like the tug lately. Oh, I like this a lot. I like this. The tug lately to not only read my Bible, but to share that I'm reading it, share what I learn, and just talk more about my faith, right? I have had some pretty interesting life, as most of you probably have had as well. Some really high highs and some really low lows, gotta tell you. But I feel like, well, actually I know that like I would have gotten through it if it wasn't for my faith. And I leaned on the Lord. So right now in the season of life I'm in, it's an interesting season. It's a transitional season, I'll say. Trying to figure out, you know, career-wise, what's going to be my next move. I want to take my business full time. I want to create content and coach clients full time, but I also have a corporate job, and responsibilities there. And then, my relationship. And then I've also got, financial goals and things that I want to accomplish and stuff. So I'm just trying to like figure out what God really is calling me to do. I've been told by a lot of people that I am very uplifting and motivating and, can kind of pump people up and stuff. And I don't know. I sometimes like underestimate myself and think like, oh, I can't do that, or I don't look like that, or I don't fit into some mold. So I'm trying to figure it out. And part of that is getting more into the Word. All right. Initial reaction. I really like this. It's a buildable coverage for sure. I can still see some, but overall, pretty good. Colors. So there's that. Turn the air conditioning on. It's hot up here. So my house is a townhouse. So technically we're on the 3rd floor. So when it is, 90 degrees outside, it gets hot up here. So I have to turn the AC, like crank it down. But then downstairs is like a tundra. So, all right. Oh, I forgot to put something on my lips. Let's see here. I always like to put something on my lips like while I'm doing my makeup, just to like kind of prime them and get them ready. This is the Vaseline Lip Therapy. Let's do a little bit of that. Okay, so yeah, so I've been feeling cold. Gonna go wet my sponge. Use the e.l.f. Camo concealer. This is the 16-hour one. Oh god, I love it. I love it. So I'm gonna put this on. I am noticing that the shade I picked is a little dark, but nothing crazy, so I'm gonna lighten it up with some little bit of concealer. I've got a couple of blemishes. It's supposed to be that time of the month soon, so that's probably why. Alright. And then these makeup sponges I get from Amazon. But anyway, like I was saying, so I don't know, I've just been feeling called to like share that I'm on this like in this like transitional season of life, and that I am reading the Bible more to kind of get more clarity on, what God wants me to be doing, I normally let this sit for a little bit, but I'm short on time, so I'm gonna have to just kind of blend it out. That's a pro tip. If you let your concealer sit for a second, kind of get tacky, it'll last longer. But again, like I said, I don't really have anywhere else to go other than that dentist appointment later this afternoon, so it's fine. Yeah, so I don't know, I've been reading the Bible, and my tip in my last vlog, if you want to read the Bible and you're not sure where to start because it can be intimidating, I would pick either a gospel, I would pick either like Mark or John, and read it from beginning to end. And then if you get a study Bible, they will usually like tell you where the parallel verses are. So you can kind of go back and forth and see where else it's said the same but different in the Bible. And then that kind of helps you kind of get all over and kind of get immersed into it. I also recommend you could start with the Psalms, which I am reading Psalm right now. I'm reading a chapter a day. So Psalms they're short. It's like 5 minutes. Maybe 10 minutes if you get like a real juicy nugget and you want to write something down. So I just pop open my Bible, and this morning I was reading Psalm 5, and I shared this in the vlog, how it was saying that if you have something on your heart, you're praying for stuff, you're seeking the Lord, you're laying it at His feet, you're doing all these things, you have to expect that He will take care of it. You have to be expectant that He'll take care of it, right? You can't just pray about it and, I hope it because if you pray for something and you don't act, I'm going to use my e.l.f. Halo setting powder. If you pray for stuff, right, and you don't act expectantly, like you took it to the Lord, you prayed about it, and now you're like, oh, I don't know if it'll happen. You're literally saying that you don't trust God, right? That you don't, then why'd you pray? If you don't think He'll take care of it for you. So when I read that and it said be expectant, I was like, I don't think I've been expectant. I think I've just been praying without that last piece. So I'm going to start being expectant. There are things, I have financial goals, I have stuff that I want to do that I have laid at the Lord's feet and have prayed about and will continue to pray about. But while I'm waiting for the Lord to take care of it, I need to be expectant that He will. Now that's not saying He's going to take care of it tomorrow. He might not even take care of it a month from now. He might not even take care of it a year from now. But He'll take care of it in His time. And I am expectant of that. I know that He will carry me through the things that are on my heart and the things that I need His help with. And that's just the way it is. So, it's Psalm 5. I forget which verse, but read Psalm 5. It's in there. I want to say it's like verse 6 or 7. You got to be expectant on the Lord. All right, because that shows that you have true faith. So that is what I'm going to be doing, and I hope you do the same. If you have questions about reading the Bible or how to start or anything, comment them below. I've linked below the study Bible. That's the other thing I recommend. Study Bibles are great, especially the NIV versions, because it basically just means it's in the layman's terms. It's not, I'm going to use the Sephora Colorful Blush in Free Spirit. If you use a study Bible, almost every verse it'll have the verses, and then at the bottom it'll explain certain phrases or what he meant or what someone meant by that. And it'll just make it easier for you to read and understand. Because I get that a lot. People are like, well, I'd like to read the Bible, but I don't understand it. And it just makes me confused. So get a study Bible and then get a notebook or iPad, something to just write down the little nuggets you get as you're reading it. Using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I know this has a shade. Yes. It just says medium Miramu Butter Bronzer. So that would be my suggestion. I kind of went out of order. I usually do the bronzer then the blush, but that's okay. This is again a quick makeup look, nothing crazy. Yeah, so get a study Bible, get a notebook for sure. And then, just kind of before you start, say a little prayer and just ask God, to show you what he has intended for you to see. Again, Maybelline Total Temptations eyebrow in medium brown, 310. I think this is probably my most rebought makeup item ever. It's the only eyebrow pencil I'll use. But yeah, I'm turning you guys so you guys can see me. Yeah, I would say pray and ask the Lord to just kind of open up your heart and just start reading. Just start reading, immersing yourself, making it a routine. Like I said, if you want to start small, start reading the Psalms. If you read a chapter a day of Psalms, they're short. They're real short. It's like 5-minute read, maybe another 5 minutes if you get a little nugget and you want to write something down or look something up. And that's it. First thing in the morning, wake up, make your coffee. I call it my Jesus juice. Make your coffee. Oh, my nose is running. And then open up the Word and just get into it. Don't expect to have like a crazy breakthrough that first time. Just kind of make it a habit of spending time with the Lord in his book, right? Devotionals are great, but nothing replaces actually reading the Bible. So if you have a devotional book where it says it has a verse a day, right? That's fine. But maybe go into that chapter, maybe actually open up the Bible, read the context around it. Don't just read the devotional and then close it. You got to get in the Word of God. That's what I've been tugged to tell you. And I think I'm telling myself too. I own 4 Bibles, tons of books and stuff. You ever been that person that buys all the books but never actually reads them? I've gotten to that point. Like I said, I have a ton of Bibles and all this stuff. I just wasn't getting into the Word. I was praying, but I wasn't immersing myself. And I know that this get ready with me will not resonate with everybody unless you really just watching people do makeup, right? But how do I say this? I am a Christian, which to me, if you read the Bible, means that I love everybody. Okay? Are there things in this world politically and all this stuff that I don't agree with? Sure. But I won't do them. You do you. It is my job to emulate how Jesus was when he was on this earth, which means he loved everybody. He didn't discriminate. He didn't make anybody feel less than. He made everybody feel seen. He made everybody feel heard. He performed miracles. And honestly, he spent time with people that back then and nowadays were the undesirables, okay? You have to immerse yourself in those communities and be a light for people. That's how people are going to come to Jesus. Not thumping a Bible at them, not telling them that they're sinners, not telling them they're going to hell, not, condemning them, not taking away their human rights. Stop that. That's not being a Christian, okay? And you can fight me in the comments, but to being a Christian, get in the Bible, act as Jesus did, and he loved everybody. So why I'm talking about this is because I feel comfortable and I feel safe enough to say I am a Christian, and I'm hopefully going to start to change the narrative of the world. Because there's a whole lot of Christians out there who, first of all, nobody's perfect and are sinners themselves. But two, have a whole lot to say and a whole lot of judgment on other people. And again, nobody is perfect. Like that, it bothers me. Like, spend more time in the Bible and fixing yourself and less time trying to march against and vote against and do all these things against other people. This is the essence. This is like $3. Highlighter. I got this, I want to say, yeah, Amazon. I'll link it below. Everything here is drugstore except for the Sephora blush, which was still like super cheap. But anyway, I just don't understand. Those who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. And I have had a whole lot of mistakes in my life, and I am not going to be the person that starts to... Hold on one sec. Camera died. Of course it did. I was on a roll too. But no, listen, I am not... Where were we? We did the highlighter. Okay. Let me actually finish doing my makeup too. I'm going to use... Oh, I'm in a springy, summery mood. So we're going to bust out the ColourPop Blush Crush. Wait till you see this. How beautiful. How beautiful. This was like $10, okay? Linking it below. ColourPop, holla at your girl. New quick little eye makeup look. Nothing crazy. I've got this e.l.f. crease brush. I'm just going to pick this Made You blush, pinky color, and just kind of right in the crease there. Tap off the excess. But yeah, to me, being a Christian, and I looked it up, is loving everybody, being a light, being a safe space for people, and accepting others, and then just living a life that, listen, at the end of the day, when I get to those pearly gates, and God has this huge, ruler. They said in the Bible, it says he has there's gonna be a ruler, and you're gonna have to measure up. Trust me, I'm not trying to, negotiate for my soul because I treated people poorly or discriminated against people. Again, are there things I don't agree with? Of course. But human rights are human rights. And to me, nobody will ever say Steph treated people poorly. That's not going to be my legacy. So now I'm going to use the One and... Actually, I'm just going to use the One and Enamored. Mix those two together. I'll just put that on my lid. Nothing crazy. Again, I'm not really going anywhere. You wanna, Okay. And then I'm going to use the e.l.f. No Budge retractable eyeliner. Just gonna tight line a little bit. Right, my waterline. Okay. All right, and then for mascara, I'm going to go with the Bad Gal Bang from Benefit. I got this actually, I'll link it below, from Amazon. Sometimes they have deals. I actually think I got this on QVC on a 2-pack. But it's a great, if you're rushing kind of mascara, but you want to look like you got some lashes, look. Okay, sorry about that. So look, if you can see here, this eye has one coat of the Benefit. This eye has nothing. So good. So if you're ever in a rush and you need to just kind of look more put together than you really had time for, I highly recommend the Benefit Bad Gal Bang. It like lengthens, but it doesn't clump. It's really good. And like I said, they usually have a sale like on QVC. I'll link it below from Amazon. Or you can get like a 2-pack. But, okay. Darn it, I always do this. I always put my mascara on and then want to do setting spray. We'll give it a second. Again, we're gonna use, drugstore, NYX or NYX Matte Finish 16-hour setting spray. Summertime, I live in New Jersey. It is humid. You need a matte setting spray. And I use the satin finished foundation, so I still have a little bit of a glow to me, but I forgot I had some powder on my nose. When it comes to the actual finish, I do not want to be worried about being like all humid and like, so matte setting spray. So before I spray this, I also have my little fan. This thing is so cute. Again, it's linked below on Amazon. It has 2 settings. It just helps to dry everything off, especially when you're doing your skincare. I'll do another skincare video for you guys and we'll talk more about faith, but pro tip, you gotta let every layer that you're doing for your skincare like dry before you do the next layer. So this really helps if you're like, just wanna get it done. But anyway, I'm gonna finish up this little faith chit chat, get ready with me. Maybe I'll make that a new thing by saying, I am a sinner. I am not perfect. I am navigating, sharing about being a Christian in 2024. You don't have to get crazy specific, or you can message me on Instagram, you know, find a way to let me know what you want me to pray for. I can get as specific or as not specific as you want me to. Please, please, please let me pray for you. And yeah, do not forget, you gotta faith it till you make it. Or on the internet, if you have questions about faith or about really anything, ask them, comment below. I hope this resonates with you. At the end of the day, like I said, I just want people to think about Steph and say, she treats people well. She is a safe space. She loves people. She makes them feel seen and heard and cared about. Steph doesn't discriminate. You know, that's what, because if people can say that about me when I'm not, then I'm doing something right. Perfect, and I'm not gonna say that every single day is great. I have my moments where I lack, whatever, but working progress, and God, little mustard seed of our faith, in order to move those, whatever mountain it is that you have way. I want you to pray. Go to Psalm 5, and you've got to pray and then be. You are expectant on the. He will do great things. Time show how much faith. So let's spray this. I will close this out. Other pro tip, be liberal with your settings. Oftentimes I hear like, oh, it didn't really work, or I started to see creases or whatever. You got to be liberal with this, with the setting spray for it to really hold. Okay. All right, that's all I got. Here is my finished look. Hope you liked this little faith chit chat, get ready with me. So what would it be, a FCC GRWM? Hope you enjoyed this. I think I'm gonna do more. So let me know, and do not forget, like, subscribe, share this with somebody who might be going through something similar in their lives or just needs a little boost. I'm here for you. If you have any prayer requests, you can comment them below if you are comfortable. You don't